what I wanted to blog about was how to be the perfect tattoo canvas for your tattoo artist. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. This is what I'm not talking about, but I will talk about it like meow. Um Alright, so how to be the perfect tattoo canvas. Okay, so I've had my tattoo artist tell me twice that I'm like the tattoo canvas that every tattoo artist dreams about. I don't know if he's saying that to make me or if he actually was meaning that, but I'm just gonna assume that he was. Just gonna say that. And I want to give you tips if you are thinking about getting a tattoo on what you can do to optimize your tattoo experience. Now, doing this will not ease the pain at all. The pain is going to be there. There's nothing you can do to, yeah. Um anyway, first tip, let me tell you what it feels like so you know what to be prepared for. Around Christmas time, do you know those little oh my gosh, um, massager things that you can get around Christmas time and everyone just always grabs it and like picks it up, turns it on, just like uses it on themselves? Come on. Who doesn't do that? I do that. My sister does that. My mom does that. Everyone does that. My whole family. Okay, come on. Just admit it. Or as besides the point. You know those things, right? You should. I know you've done that. Anyway, though imagine those things on your bare back or arm or whatever, wherever you plan on getting it, with a needle at the bottom, and the longer it takes, the hotter the needle gets. Now imagine that, just continuously getting stabbed by a needle that gets hotter every single time. Yeah, it's not pleasant. But the best thing that you can do is if you have a really low pain tolerance, you need to figure out a way to make that really, really, really high. Now, you need to try to find a way to heighten your pain tolerance. You need to figure out a way to heighten your pain tolerance, and however you may figure out how to do that, you need to figure it out, because if you don't, you're probably going to be squirming and it's just going to be all bad. All right. Um crap. That number tip 2, heighten your pain tolerance. However you may do that. Just bear it. Don't whine, don't complain, just freaking bear it. All right. Tip 3, stay as still as bored. Only move if you really have to. Like, let's say your arm is like this, and you realize that your fingers are like tingling, and they're like, you hold them and they're like freaking cold, and you feel like your arm's about to fall off. Yeah, you can move it, but don't try to move it as much. Like, slowly move it. And if you ever do a move, okay, the tattoo artist is going to be picking up his pen and putting it down. So every single time he picks it up, that's your chance to move. But don't go like and then move. It's not gonna end well. I mean, like, let's say you need to shift your head. Wait till it goes up and then shift your head. However that may be for you. And really, it just depends on the size and the placement of the tattoo, because different areas of your body has a higher pain sensitivity. Like your feet, excuse me, like your feet have a really high pain sensitivity, which means no matter what your pain tolerance is, and no matter how gentle the tattoo artist is, it's gonna hurt. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that the tattoo artist will probably have to push down a bit harder if he's trying to get something darker. Like, let's say black, but you want it like really, really thick black. Yeah, he might press down a little harder. So keep that in mind. Let's see what else. I was rambling so bad that I completely just forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Choose. Alright, here's tip 4. Choose wisely. Get a tattoo. I mean, when I was getting my tattoo, I saw multiple people come in, and they're just like, I don't know, man. I just decided today I wanted a tattoo, so I'm just gonna go make an appointment to get one. Alright, the thing about that, guys, is it might look cool, alright, for like the first month-ish, but then you have to realize, but this tattoo is gonna be on your body for the rest of your life. Unless you want to go through like an excruciating tattoo removal. Or a cover up. Either will do. Point is, they're both painful. If you really want to do something like that, I highly suggest not to do it. I highly suggest getting a tattoo that someone's like, hey, that's a nice tattoo, why'd you get that? And you can, bam, immediately say why you got it, exactly what it means, and why it's there, like what it symbolizes. Alright? Just a tip. 5 or 6 or whatever. Try not to take too many breaks. If you really need a break, go ahead and take it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm telling you right now, if you take a break and you go back into it, when he starts tattooing again, it's going to hurt at least 100 times worse than what it was. Because when he was doing it before, you kind of got used to it. Well, you decided to take a break, and you get away, and then your skin's like, oh my gosh, it's over, and skin starts like freaking out a little. And you're not done, and then you go back in there, and your skin is just like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's gonna hurt like a bitch. So I highly recommend to not take breaks, only unless you really need them. Like, let's say you need to really, 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 really pee. I highly suggest going to the bathroom before you get your tattoo. Or if you, like, let's say you got a kinked neck and you really need to, like, stretch, or your knees start, like, aching from sitting in that position for so long, or you can't, like, move your body very well, like, let's say, like, you're doing this again, and then you try to move it and you realize that it's a bit difficult to move because it's so stiff. I do recommend taking a break when that happens because you don't want to be stiff. During my tattoo, for the pain tolerance, what I was doing is I was locking my knees. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a horrible idea. I mean, it was working at the time, and then I stood up. Let's just say that I was trembling so bad, they all thought I was just gonna pass out. But I knew that I wasn't. But I wasn't. Alright? Because I knew that I was fully aware of my surroundings. Although, yeah, it was really difficult. I mean, I was like my whole body was just like, bleh, it was like freaking seizure standing up. Anyway, tip whatever, breathe, okay? You will, I guarantee it, the longer it takes for you to get your tattoo, the longer you're into it, I guarantee you will, you will forget to breathe. Your mind will be so focused on the pain that part of the brain that like does breathing automatically will kind of like shut off or something. I mean, like, it still does your heart stuff, obviously. But your breathing, I think your body will be in so much shock that it'll forget. You need to think about breathing. You need to breathe. That's the only thing you need to be focusing on is breathing. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, okay? If you do not breathe, you will guaranteedly pass out, and that's bad. That's bad. You don't want to pass out while you're getting a tattoo. My tattoo artist told me like so many stories about that. Anyway, so while you're getting your tattoo, you need to think about breathing, because if you don't, you're guaranteed to pass out. I promise you. Yeah. So those are pretty nice tips on getting a tattoo. I will not lie, it's gonna hurt like a bitch, okay? There's no way around that. There's no sugarcoating that turd, alright? However, you just need to bear it for the time being. You just need to get through, alright? Tip whatever. Set goals. Set temporary goals saying, oh, I just need to get through this part of a tattoo because, like I said, the tattoo artist will lift up his gun, a lot during a tattoo. Well, you need to try to just, like, when you're getting a tattoo and your pain level is kind of reaching critical mass and you feel like you can't really take anymore, you need to start setting goals for yourself, saying, oh, I'll just get through this. When he lifts his gun, I'll take a break. Um, but when you do reach that goal and he does lift his gun and he goes back down, try to set another goal a bit further. It's like the next 2 times, then I'll ask for a break. But you need to keep doing that until you ultimately do need a break. And yeah, like I said, breaks, they're great for the time being. And then when you start back up, it's whoop, I wish I didn't take that break. Ooh, but sometimes they are needed. So, recap. Rewind this video. Okay. Whew. And that is how to be the perfect tattoo canvas. Okay, everyone. Yeah, I think that's about all the tips I can give you. Yeah. Oh, by the way, just one little thing, but tattoos, they're addicting, okay? You say you're gonna get one, you're not gonna get one. You're gonna get one, right? But then you're gonna start thinking about a ton of other things. It's like, oh, that'd be really cool on my skin forever. Yeah, I should do that. And then you sit there and you start making all the plans for it, and you're like, do I really want this forever? You gotta think, it's forever. Until your skin, like, crumbles into dust. Or until you get it painfully removed. Yeah. So, yeah, everyone, NewlifeOP 586 signing out, and that is how to be the perfect tattoo canvas for your tattoo artist. Yeah, it's not easy. Not easy at all, okay? I'm sorry. I can't sugarcoat it. Yeah. Wow. Okay, everyone, NewlifeOP 586 signing out. Bye, guys!